All right, we have all the tools that we need out. You can see the mold or the woodcut, I guess you would normally call it, but this is the casting of the woodcut, is in place on the workbench. I've taped it down and given it a relatively crude registration guide. You can see it right there, I think, with lines. I put out my ink on a, this is plexiglass, and the tools are quite simple. I have a spoon for detail, I have a mirror for the first pass, and then the roller to put the ink out on the block itself. So here we go. We'll roll it out a little bit. I have really good luck with this ink that I've been using lately. It is oil-based. The first one is often a little problematic as the block gets saturated, but we'll put a little extra ink on it and see how it goes. After it gets saturated, then sometimes very little ink is needed. Now, as you know, the prayer flag is a tradition that comes out of India, and particularly of recently the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. This one in particular has the image of the wind horse, which goes back in very, very ancient times, and it has on its back, it's a different interpretation by many people, but I believe it is generally considered to be the three jewels, and traditionally the writing is really quite pictorial, I guess you'd call pictorial Sanskrit. So it's a little hard to translate. I've asked a couple people who know to translate it, and I have not gotten very far on it, but it's the classic mantras that have come to Tibet by way of Sanskrit in India. Om Mani Padma Om being probably the most common that we all know, and the other ones are of similar blessings. All right, so we've inked it. I'll take one of the prayer flags that I have pre-cut out. I'm going to register it on that line. Place it down, and then gently put it down like that. Okay. Then I be sure it sticks so it doesn't move around too much. Lately I've been adding this cloth, and it has really helped get a better image. Put that down, and then I just work it with the classic, I guess it's a Japanese or European type briar. I guess it's briar, yeah. Center to outside, which, you know, you kind of figure out how it goes. And you can peek at it when you're done, kind of eventually you get a feel for it, and it gets easier and easier as you do. After you do a couple hundred, it gets quite easy. I like to do the edges a little extra with the spoon, and then I like to do a little, I usually do a mantra or two while I'm doing it. So you know that the idea being that once a prayer flag is blessed correctly, usually in a smoke offering at the occasion, and that it then is empowered to give blessings as the wind blows. The wind element is, of course, one of the five elements. Okay, then you can look at it a little bit and be sure that it's taken. I look at it a little bit more here and there. It's ready to go. There are traditionally 5 colors. The yellow is, in this case, in this tradition, the yellow is on one end, then it's green, then it's white, and then I want to be sure I give it right. Yeah, white, and then blue, and then red. That's this tradition. Okay, so now we're going to lift it up, and I'm going to peek at it just to be sure it took. I think it did all right, so let's see how we did. Okay, not too bad. Actually, what we call a keeper. All right, that's it. It takes some doing to get everything organized, but once you are set up, I think it goes quite quickly, and I've really enjoyed doing it over these many years. So thank you for your time. Happy New Year. I'll end up with a small video at the end showing the flags that I have in my backyard. Okay.